Hey guys, welcome to Saturday Spotlight. On the bench in the spotlight today, we got an oldie but a goodie. And I don't just mean that because it's a 55 Chevy. I mean that because this actually is a kit from 1979. This is an AMT 55 Chevrolet Bel Air Sport Coupe. And this was under the AMT label, but it was under the Lesney umbrella. And actually the Matchbox label was actually on the box. And I got a little special different thing today on the spotlight as well. I've not only got the car to show you, I've got the original box to go with it. And we're just going to take a walk around the box here after we look at the car. But anyway, this car was built, actually, I did not build this car, but I have done some work on it myself. My dad built this probably in 1979. He built this for my brother. My brother was, my brother was about 10 years old at the time, probably. So he really wasn't building anything. And like I think I shared before, he started to build at one point in time, and the car he was building, he only got so far, like got the engine painted and assembled, and he just basically, it wasn't his thing. So he ended up giving me all his model stuff. But this one Dad had built him before all that took place. And it was from 1979. And if I remember right, just barely, but I remember going to the store with Dad, and I think it was Rinks. I don't know if people remember Rinks, but good old store that we used to have around town here. And he bought this kit for my brother, and then he just built it for him. So we're just going to take a look at it. And something else on the spotlight today, interesting is, I noticed you see something a little bit different on the turntable, and I'm going to stop this. We got a little guy here that keeps creeping up, and he's been in, if not all of them, just about all of my videos, and he's been somewhere on the bench. I figured it's just time to introduce him. This is simply Car Nut. This, guys, this what this really is. He's kind of like my little bench pal out here. Just kind of hangs around wherever, shows up, you know, wherever he pleases. But no, guys, this was a gift. I think it was when I might have graduated from either high school or from my college days at the automotive school. And my folks got me this as a little gift for that. Just something kind of cute to have around. And I had him ever since, obviously. He used to sit on my model shelf here that I got behind me in the garage here. But I figured, you know what, for my videos, I think it'd be a nice little attraction, quote unquote. So I don't know if you've noticed him before, but he always appears somewhere in my videos, at least most of them. So anyway, guys, this is Car Nut. Car Nut, meet the guys on YouTube. And with that, we'll proceed on to the bench. So we're going to tuck him back here in one of his favorite spots. A lot of times you see him sitting back there. Anyways, moving on to the car. Okay, 1955 Chevy Bel Air Sport Coupe, the AMT. And guys, there's probably a lot of mixed emotions about this particular kit. The Nomad would have been basically the same thing as far as how they go together. The convertible, and of course the hard top here, or this, let's call it Sport Coupe, I guess, too. But anyway, so we're just going to take a closer look at this, guys. As again, like I said, 1/16 scale. Dad decided when he built it, he just decided to build it with got the center lines on it. Got some side pipes there going. And I think one of the things that I did, this had kind of gotten in a little bit of a disarray. So what I did is this door was bad for some reason, I think. And I actually repainted it one time, but I painted it. And after it was done, it was completely the wrong color of blue. So later on, some time later, I stripped it again and painted it. Got it to match just a little bit close now. It's not a perfect match, but match a little bit closer. And if I remember, and I may not, because I was just a little guy when Dad did this, but this is more than likely tester spray enamel that he's got on here. Some kind of, I'd say maybe like a sapphire blue metallic there, and then just a white, which is actually kind of faded a little bit over the years, or kind of had just a little bit of a an amber cast to it. Now, no clear coat. I didn't use any clear coat on it, so that's just what time has done to the paint. But I took it in and I polished it up, got it look the best I could. It's missing some pieces from one original, missing the antenna here, the hood ornament's missing up here on the front. But we're just going to walk around this thing real quick. And again, it's a big one, so I'm going to have to slide this back out of the way and bring it in here. And I'm probably going to have to move this tray because it's going to be in the way too. So for now, we'll just bring this guy up here and take a closer look. Opening doors, opening hood. And so this is what we got. Nice color of blue. You can see that door does not actually match the rest of it, but for trying to salvage it into, you know, what it once looked like, I thought it was a pretty close match. Of course, you know, you get all those years apart. I mean, you could paint a car today with the same can of paint and not do it at the exact same time, and you're gonna get a different color. So anyway, but that's a scoop on that. Instead of yakking endlessly, I'm gonna proceed with the car. So love that 55 front end. Who doesn't love a Tri-5, right? Good looking stuff. So we'll take the hood off here, and then that's got the that'd be the 265 for a 1955. Would have been a 265, and Dad opted to go with the supercharger on it there. So it's got the little custom air cleaner. Not all the wires are on this anymore for whatever reason. You know, somehow they came off. I don't know, over the years, but anyway, doesn't have all the wires on it, but he did do the wires that came with it. And I've got the battery. It's loose in the box. I just need to get it attached back on. The battery would sit right here. And then moving on around this side, of course, then this would have been the door that Dad had painted with the rest of it, which you could see has a lot better match to it there. So, but I got the Bel Air emblem there. Let's see, we run the side pipes on it. It's kind of dumped them down. I think what I did is one of these was missing. So I think what I did is I built the 55 Nomad here. Oh, it's been a good number of years ago. But anyway, I took the side pipes out of that because I did that as a factory style car. So I put the side pipes from that on this car. And then, of course, the door's open. And I didn't put any retainers on them or anything. So they come off, you know, fairly easy. But kind of get up here. I'll take this other one off. We'll see if we can't get in here. Sorry, guys. The lighting is not the greatest where I'm standing. So we'll just get up in there without knocking the camera over. But the interior is all brush painted. And if I remember, Dad used Pactra enamel a lot back in those days. So that was probably a Pactra enamel paint, all brush painted. Nice two-tone interior there. And then got the white headliner up in there. And guys, this car was one of those ones that we'd all love because this car was molded in red. This one was red. Now, all these ones that you get now, like I think they've got the 55. I seen just the other day the 55 Chevy convertible at Hobby Lobby, and obviously it's molded in white, like most of them are now. But this was molded in red originally. So and I just went back through underneath here and finished everything up, you know, reattached everything because it was all coming loose and everything. So, but and then the back, missing the license plate. It might actually be in the box. I don't know, but it had the license plate with it. Trunk emblem there. And the taillights, now, you could have done these. I think there would have been a backup light down here. Actually, would have been like a white. But Dad just put the taillights in like that. So, but then, like I said, what I did is then I took the thing and I reattached certain parts to it, and then I polished it up the best I could. So it brought a little shine back, you know, for a classic and one that was built so many years ago. It just didn't clean up too bad. And again, guys, I said this many times, and I'll just say it again. I will never strip this to redo it. Number one, It was my dad built it originally, and it was done for my brother. So those two reasons right there. I don't know, call me sentimental or whatever, but that's okay. That's the two reasons I will never touch this one as far as a full complete restoration. So it's just cool the way it is. Like I said, I got those center lines on it. Looks pretty cool. Looks like he's ready to go out and just cruise the strip, and maybe run light to light with a couple of his buddies, just to see how his car's performing. So, but anyway, so that's the AMT / Matchbox under the Lesney label or umbrella from 1979. So a good look at the car there again. And I'm going to put this, actually guys, I think I'm going to have to take it off the bench completely, and we're going to look at the box. So give me 1 second. I'm going to bring the box in here, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is a big hog, but here it is, the original box, and I'm going to have to kind of leave it laid down because I can't get it all in there. I tell you what I could do. We'll just bring the camera up a little bit. So there you go. There's that Matchbox label. Matchbox AMT Chevrolet. And you got there, it says, if I can read around the camera, built in standard or modified form. Assembled model 30. And look at there, they went in centimeters on this because it was actually based in England, I believe. Molded in color, and you notice how the color's spelled. Opening doors and bonnet, that gives it away. And colorful fire streak decals included in kit. And believe it or not, guys, that original decal sheet is still in the box. So just check this out. Yeah, right here you go. Matchbox is a registered trademark of Lesney products. Trying to read around the camera, fellas. Limited, London, England. So definitely an English company. And there you go, 1/16 scale model kit. And I'm gonna set this back down here while the goal goes out of focus. And that actually is a beautiful color on that too, like a sea blue or aqua blue maybe, kind of. Just a really cool kit. And then here you go, your engine options. And this was kit PK-7507, the Matchbox, and then AMT number 4803. And then again, just there, it tells you it's 16th scale. And then there's just a nice side profile picture. Optional parts include wide 60 series Goodyear Rally GT tires, Krager magnesium wheels, plated twin exhaust pipes, bonnet, air scoop, and colorful decals. So beautiful, beautiful car. And of course, they show you how these doors fit up really nice, but I think we know that's not necessarily always the case. Then they're getting the top box art, and the box is getting a little worn, but it still got it. They're 1979 Lesney Corp or Products and Company Limited. It's just a rear profile there and a kind of a front to side view. So just a really cool kit, guys. I don't know, if I don't miss my guess, in 1979 this kit was probably, I don't know, 7, 8, maybe not $10. I could guess. I don't really know for a fact, but speculating. So pull the lid off. Now, there's got some extra parts in it. Here was one of my brother's Tiger Sharks Dad built for him. Back in the day, he's missing the top of his wing and some of the stuff, but still cool little plane, actually. Kind of like those with the face on there, so just a little side note. And then, of course, the original instruction sheet. Check that out. And then here's the decals. Look at that. Now, obviously, probably no good anymore if I don't miss my guess, but look, there's a Thrush decal there. Another optional license plate. Some Excel decals. Pretty neat stuff. Then this is where he just used the license plates off of it. And like I said, they may still be in the box there, but these instructions, it's just still cool to have all this stuff, guys. It just parts of history, model car history, and it's just neat to see the way they used to do things, and just really cool. It's kind of, honestly, it's kind of a different laid out instruction sheet, but you got your assembly here, and then it shows probably like a color code, you know, like a color code here on your parts, and there's like suggestions for your decals and stuff placement, like maybe for the drag kit. Now this shows it in this with like a Krager, but I don't think this car had Kragers with it. I think it was just the center lines or the factory stock wheels. So, but just all, like say your color code, there's your interior assembly. So you had to cut your wires, and then look at that, they give you in millimeters. So you'd have to convert that over, just, I guess, really not even convert, just line it up and cut it. Simple as that. And then there's, look at the whole entire parts layout with their actual pictures of the parts. So clearly labeled. There's that body. And you guys, really overall not a bad kit. I mean, they had fitment issues, and the biggest thing I found on these that I found out was like on when I did my Nomad, the original wheels that I put on it. I found out that the wheel covers look kind of toyish on it. I went ahead and went with them anyway because that's the look I wanted to go for, but they just kind of had a toyish look to them. But outside of that, you know, builds up overall when it's done. Decent kit, you know, it's something, they're fun to do, bigger scale, you know, so just, yeah. And then there's your wheel tire assembly, and there's your center line there. So it shows a center line here, and then just your chassis door assembly, and then there are your keepers for your doors and all. But yeah, and then there's your color code back here too. So just cool that this stuff is still around, guys. It's just neat to having it around, and then again seeing with that Matchbox label on it. Guys, I've got a couple other kits from this same era, small scale kits with this Matchbox label from the Lesney group there. But there it is, 1955 Chevy Bel Air Coupe, 16th scale. And then again, just other parts here, some of the skinny tires, like for the factory, like if you want to do it factory correct or whatever. So, and then just odds and ends pieces in there, the valve covers and whatever else, just the way Dad left it when he was done, guys. And then there's that wonderful, beautiful red plastic. Check it out, the way they used to do it. So so that's that, guys. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave this box set here. I'm going to put the lid back on it. And we're about 18 minutes right now, so I think this one will just about wrap it up for us. And that's interesting too, guys. Look on the box. It also shows it with Kragers, but I don't believe Kragers were available in the kit. I think it's just those center lines. Huh, that's interesting. But it's prototype too. A lot of times the prototype on the box. So I'm going to grab the car and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So there we go. This week's spotlight has been the 55 Chevy Bel Air AMT / Matchbox under the Lesney umbrella. So just wanted to bring this one to you guys. I thought, you know, I've had this tucked in this box up in the tote for a long time, and like I said, I had got it out here a while back and did the polishing and cleaning it up and stuff. But I'm like, you know, who doesn't like a Tri-5 Chevy? We'll get a little bit bigger scale. I know the one last week was die cast, but I want to get back to what I really want to do is the plastic, talk about the plastic kits and everything. And I figure, you know what, this would be great for the spotlight. So guys, that's all I got for right now. And until we meet next week on next week's Saturday Spotlight, I'll just say a few things. Thank you, subscribers. Appreciate it. If anybody would like a shop card, I still got shop cards available, plenty of those. Just shoot me an email or whatever, and I'll reciprocate with you, and we'll get one right out to you. So, guys, that's all I got for now. Until next week's Saturday Spotlight, you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.